Campus police have new information on robberies that took place at a recent Spirit Day.
Last October, GSU implemented a campus-wide smoking ban. Now there are concerns the smoking ban is ineffective.
Campus Moviefest took place last week. Stay tuned to find out which Georgia State film students took part in the week-long competition. Good evening, Georgia State, and welcome to Panther Report. I'm Richard Moy.
And I'm Tia White.
Panther Report recently covered the thefts that took place at a Georgia State Spirit Day. Catherine Witherspoon followed up with the details of the case to find out how the suspect was caught.
An arrest has been made in the Spirit Week event thefts. The person responsible for the thefts is said to have taken 5 iPhones, makeup bags, and even a pair of UGG boots. Pantherette and senior Betty McConnon was pleased to hear of the arrest.
Well, I felt like justice was served because we were waiting and waiting. We were calling the investigators, hoping that this person was found. And so when they were found, probably 2 weeks after the incident occurred, we were really excited.
Daryl Lyons, Spirit Coordinator, shares how the suspect was apprehended.
To my understanding, the situation was she actually took pictures of herself with the items that she stole, with the phone she stole, apparently, and that streamed back to one of the Pantherette's phone when she purchased her new phone. So then I said immediately send those pictures to me and to the officer that was working on the case, and so from there they investigated.
GSU police were not available for comment. However, Daryl Lyons did say that the police were very diligent and consistent in handling this case. When Daryl learned that someone was arrested and charged with the thefts, he was very happy that that someone was brought to justice.
So, I mean, I'm glad that they caught her. I mean, I just think that it was a very, very disappointing situation for the kids. I mean, because here they are, trying to do what they do, being a spirit group, and for someone to be that evil-minded to do something like that, to go through this stuff, and within a 10 to 15 minute time frame, just very, very, very unfortunate.
I feel like justice was served and karma came back around and she was arrested, so I'm good.
I'm Catherine Witherspoon, Panther Report.
Hope Scholarship Fund, which helps pay tuition for many students at Georgia State, may be receiving a new source of income. Bill 478 in the Georgia House of Representatives would give control over video poker machines to the Georgia Lottery. A portion of those earnings would be directed into the Hope program.
Has the campus smoking ban cut down on the smoking and tobacco use on campus? Shanice Mason finds out more.
Walk through the courtyard any day and it's a guarantee that you'll see some students smoking. But what happened to our smoking ban that was meant to be so strictly enforced?
Campus has not been healthier in any way. It's been the same. It has not done anything.
More than 600 colleges and universities last October by approving this on-campus smoking ban. The ban prohibits smoking and tobacco use of any kind on all Georgia State-owned locations, parking lots, and vehicles.
There's no way you can effectively ban cigarettes. People are still going to smoke. It's really just a useless, law.
Director of Employee Development and Wellness Services, Cheryl Johnson-Ransaw, said, "This is a diverse campus, and not everyone agrees, so there will be a campus-wide survey to solicit all groups."
I am for the smoking ban. I do not like all the smoke blowing in my face when I come out of Langdale Hall.
Ransaw also went on to say that the primary purpose is to serve faculty and staff, then students. There will be a Kick Butts Day to kick off the smoking ban initiative. And I'm Shanice Mason reporting from downtown Atlanta for Panther Report.
Freshman Hall was recently renamed Patton Hall in honor of former GSU President Carl Patton. Patton was president of the university from 1992 to 2008. During that period, the campus expanded and critical investments were made in academic research and the school's relationship with downtown Atlanta. Patton Hall is the second building on the campus to be renamed after a former president in recent weeks. A dedication ceremony took place last Wednesday.
Many Georgia State students, along with students at colleges around the country, took part in Campus Moviefest last week. Cedric Alexander caught up with those participating in the largest student film festival in the world.
Campus Moviefest, the world's largest student-run film festival, was held at the Rialto Center on the campus of Georgia State University. Students had 1 week to prepare a short film to win a chance to Hollywood and other great prizes.
Campus Moviefest was a collaborative effort by many student organizations on campus.
I'm the Vice President for Spotlight Programs Board, and we are kind of the main student organization that helped coordinate to get CMF here at Georgia State alongside RHA, SGA, GSTV, and campus events.
On the surface level, student government is the largest and arguably the most influential student bureaucracy here at the university. As a condition of our executive board positions, we co-sponsor events that benefit student life here. So this is one of the events that we sponsor every year, and we're just delighted to be here once again representing the interests of the students, and just being amongst the students is just really exciting.
Jessica Reynoso, a 6-year member of the Campus Moviefest team, gave us some more information about the world's largest student-run film festival. Now, is this the only campus that you guys do, or do you guys do a lot of more campuses around Georgia?
No, we're at close to 60 campuses this year. We started out on the West Coast in California and Arizona, and then we moved over here to the East Coast, Atlanta area, Alabama, Florida, going up to New York and Boston next. You know, Georgia State is kind of one of our flagship schools. We've been here for 9 years, so it's just great to see the quality of movies improve year after year and see that, you know, the campus really gets excited to participate. Tons of participation this year, so it's just great to see, you know, the whole campus get behind it.
Categories included Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Comedy, Best Drama, and Best Editing. And for those that didn't place in the top 16 of the Campus Moviefest finale, there were still opportunities to win door prizes and have a good time. Cedric Alexander, Panther Report.
Campus organizations are always looking for ways to encourage other students to join in their activities. Reporter Alexis Carthen has more information on the Rialto Student Ambassadors Annual Rialto Week.
Each spring semester, the student ambassadors of the Rialto Center for the Arts host their annual Rialto Week, a week in which the RSA members put on several events in hopes to inform people of their organization and upcoming series shows.
Basically, it's a big push for students on campus to come out to the Rialto and see a series show. We normally try to offer discount tickets. We have a big after party for the students in attendance, and it's a great fun event.
This year, RSA teamed up with Spotlight Programs Board for an Apollo-inspired amateur night and Campus Moviefest to help run their finale. They also held a discussion panel on colorism and a Rialto series event for Bollywood funk band Red Bharat.
What's special is people coming up to the Rialto. It's kind of like the Neverland. It's just so far off, and people don't really know the great things that can go on there.
So as the year winds down, the curtains draw up for the Rialto Student Ambassadors, their members calling their week of fun and cultural experiences a fair success. Reporting from the Rialto Center of the Arts, Alexis Carthen, Panther Report.
This month's window project is Mountains in the Motion, presented by the Digital Arts Entertainment Lab. The window of the Dial Theater at GSU will be filled with time-lapse video footage from mountains around the world. Scenes from Hawaii, Iceland, and Canada will illuminate downtown windows. The photographer Doug Eckwart is a Georgia State alumni and founder of the Upthink Lab.
Pulling an all-nighter before a test may not be the best idea. Stephanie Twum explains why students need good sleep.
Pulling an all-nighter isn't the best idea to get better grades. In fact, according to the University of California, a study shows that is the case.
I absolutely need some type of sleep, because if I pull an all-nighter and I don't sleep at all, I'm like a zombie the next day. So if I'm sitting in lecture, I don't retain any information or anything like that.
Are students' studying habits actually hindering their performance? Well, some can pull an all-nighter and make the grade. However, there are some long-term side effects to poor sleeping habits and high caffeine intake.
Well, actually, I know a lot of people that freak out, especially during finals. I'm always sitting there wondering, well, why am I not pulling an all-nighter? Why am I not flipping out? And I think a lot of students just don't have time management, and they stress out really easily. I was taught when I was younger, if you don't stress out, you're going to do a lot better, and you're going to...
Reporting from the University Commons, Stephanie Twum, Panther Report.
The 17-year-old Grady High School student who shot herself in the leg last week is now facing more charges in addition to the one felony charge of possession of a pistol by a minor. Morgan Tukes is now facing 4 new felony charges in connection with the hit-and-run incident last October. Tukes was released from Fulton County Jail last Friday. A Fulton County magistrate judge ordered Tukes to stay 100 yards away from Grady High School campus and prohibit her from possessing a firearm. Benedict XVI officially resigned last Thursday. He was whisked away from the Vatican in a helicopter, leaving behind his role as head of the Catholic Church. In upcoming weeks, cardinals from around the world will hold a conclave to vote on his successor. Benedict himself will lead a quiet life of prayer and likely remain out of the spotlight.
The U.S. entered the dreaded sequester last week after the President and Congress failed to reach an agreement on the federal budget. The sequester means more than $85 billion in automatic across-the-board spending cuts. This sequester will result in about $28.6 million in cuts from Georgia's education system and $233 million in cuts from Georgia's military base operations. While the sequester is a result of poor cooperation between parties in Washington, both Democrats and Republicans agree that the self-imposed sequester is not the best way to trim the budget. Stay tuned for your Panther Report Sports Update.
Good evening, I'm Sean White with the Panther Report Sports Update. Last Wednesday, the GSU men's basketball team lost in its final CAA game to regular season champion Northeastern 90-84 in overtime at the GSU Sports Arena. The Panthers finished the season at 15-16 and will move to the Sun Belt Conference next season. Senior James Vincent playing in his final game as a GSU Panther, recording 8 points and 3 rebounds in 28 minutes. He finished his career with 117 games played and 132 block shots. Head coach Ron Hunter said, "I am so proud of these guys. Our guys could have given up at any point this season, and they never did." The GSU softball team extended its winning streak to 6 games after beating Kent State and Stephen Austin during the second day of the USF Under Armour Invitational last Saturday. Kaylee Alford and Paige Nowacki both smashed 2-run homers as GSU conquered Kent State 9-3 to open the day. Kaylin Metlaw had a no-hitter through 5 innings before giving up a double against SFA, but the Lady Panthers would sustain the lead to win their first extra inning contest 3-2 over SFA. Freshman Taylor Anderson saw her 16-game hitting streak broken, but her streak will go down as the second longest in GSU program history. In local sports, the Falcons released defensive end John Abraham, cornerback Dante Robinson, and running back Michael Turner. These players are now able to test the NFL free agency market for the upcoming 2013 season. This move for the Falcons frees up more than $16 million in cap space for this year. Falcons head coach Mike Smith said, "The guys we released today have contributed to the success that we have had over the last 5 years, and we greatly appreciate their efforts." MLB Commissioner Bud Selig is trying to make stronger punishments and drug testing for the MLB and Players Association. In January, the MLB became the first professional sports league to blood test randomly for HGH during the regular season. Selig didn't give an actual date for implementation, but said he would like something done as soon as possible. Since 2006, first infractions result in a 50-game suspension and second offenses in a 100-game ban. LeBron James has never competed in the NBA's dunk contest, but now he might have a million reasons to try it. Last Friday, Magic Johnson offered $1 million to James to enter the annual dunk contest. On ESPN's Kia NBA Countdown, Magic said, "Please, LeBron, get in the dunk contest. I'm going to put up $1 million. The NBA already gives $100,000 to the winner and $50,000 to the runner-up." Joe Flacco is now the highest paid player in NFL history. The fifth-year pro quarterback agreed to a 6-year, $120.6 million contract with the Baltimore Ravens. Based on the deal, Flacco will make an average of $168,908 each day of the regular season for the next 6 years. Flacco is the only quarterback to win a postseason game in each of his first 5 pro years. He also holds the record for playoff road wins with 6. That's all for your Panther Report Sports Update. I'm Sean White.
Thanks for joining us. That's all for this week's Panther Report News.
Don't forget to check us out on Channel 91 in University Housing and on our YouTube page, GSTV Panther Report, every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Make sure to like us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Panther Report. I'm Richard Moy.
And I'm Tia White. Have a good week.